Hey, what's up guys, I'm Praetorian and welcome back to HOI4 as we are playing as the Soviet Union. Alright, so I went ahead and set up the planes and the ships, did all that off camera. Also moved all the operatives, got all that done as well. So basically we just hop into today's episode as soon as I mention a couple things. I didn't move the trains though, so we're going to want to do that. So we do need to get the trains moved to the front line. Come on over here. Well, movement in Berlin, I suppose. So the two things I wanted to mention here before we get started is, first, if you are a patron, I should have the patron poll up for the next series, which I know we still have several videos left of this one, but I'm hoping to not have as big of a gap between this series and when we start the next series. And I do like to give the patrons plenty of time to vote on what the next series is going to be. I haven't made the poll yet. My plan is to make it tonight and have it up before this video is out tomorrow. So that poll for the next series should be up when this video comes out. If it's not, then just let me know down in the comments and then I'll get it created and posted. I haven't yet decided exactly who's all going to be in that vote. I think we'll have Poland there. We won't have the Baltic states. I just feel like they're just, I don't know, they're just too small. And I don't think they'd be very popular. Every time I play really small countries like that, Portugal, for instance, smaller, weaker countries like that, like people say they want me to play them, but then nobody watches the series when I do them, and they end up being very unpopular, and they often take a lot longer, so they're longer series because it takes a while to get started and to get built up and be able to do the things that a great country, a great power can do initially. It takes a lot longer to get to that point. And so they end up being really long campaigns that very few people watch. So I'm not going to play the Baltic states. Honestly, I'm not entirely sure why Paradox added the focus trees in this patch for the Baltic states. I mean, I know why they did it in this one because it made sense with them neighboring the Soviet Union, their relations with the Soviet Union. But of all the countries that need focus trees, it just seems kind of strange to do 3 countries that in a typical HOI4 game get annexed very early on. So kind of strange that's the countries they decided to do, especially when Italy still needs to have their tree redone. I don't know why Finland didn't get a focus tree in this expansion. That didn't make any sense to me. I think they wanted to have one where they focus on all the Nordic countries. So one DLC that will add a focus tree for Denmark, Norway, Sweden, and Finland all in one. But I don't think that's a good reason to not do Finland. I think Finland should have had one in this patch. That's just my opinion. I really felt like they should have got their own focus tree. I was shocked that they didn't get a focus tree actually in this patch. I was really surprised by it because I thought they would. But yeah, they didn't. Instead, they did 3 countries that kind of have a shared focus tree, I believe. I think they share parts of the focus tree, so maybe that's why they decided to do it, because they could, have 3 different tags and say that, hey, all 3 of these countries are getting focus trees, but then not actually have full focus trees. I just know that they share part of it. I'm not sure just how much they share. But yeah, I don't know why they did that. 3 countries that get annexed really quickly. So we're not going to play as those, but Poland will likely be on the list. We're also going to have at least one great power, one of the major countries. I'm not entirely sure which one just yet. It'll be one that has a focus tree, so Italy will not be it. And it'll be one that we haven't covered recently this year, which means the United States and Germany will not be a choice either, leaving only a few choices. The British, the French. I guess we did Japan not that long ago. And not much has been added new to Japan recently, so it probably wouldn't be Japan. So that really only leaves the British and the French. Spain might be a choice. Yeah, I think Spain could be a choice on that. But yeah, I think the major power would likely be the British or the French, which it's been longer since we did a British campaign. So maybe it'll be the British. And maybe we'll have like Britain, Spain, Poland, and then maybe 1 or 2 other choices. We're wanting to do India for a while. Some of the other countries we haven't covered that have unique focus trees. There's Greece, though I did do that one short little rapid campaign with them. I think that was with a mod though. So there's Greece, Yugoslavia. Honestly, there's a ton of choices that we could go with. So yeah, if you're a patron, go head on over to Patreon and vote. We'll likely have the vote up for at least a week. I'll have it up for at least a week, maybe longer. I guess it depends on how long it takes for this campaign to end. But the idea here is that hopefully there'll only be like a few days between the end of this campaign and the start of the next one, rather than the often like 4 or 5 days in between. Just be able to start the next series quicker. So I went over all the countries you might play as because I know I've had a lot of people asking me what the next series will be with. So just kind of answer some of those questions, even for those that aren't patrons, but you kind of know what might be the next campaign. Again, based solely on that patron vote. Oh, I had one more thing to mention that I completely forgot about. I've had several people ask about the naval invasions because we haven't seen the Allies doing naval invasions yet. That was something that was fixed in the big major patch, not the new patch that just came out on Tuesday. But the big, first major patch for this expansion here, I say fixed, they changed it, I should say, where the AI no longer does a bunch of small little invasions constantly, so the British were always, just constantly knocking out one port after the other and then being pushed back into the sea. They do a little invasion, have a few troops, get pushed back into the sea, or likely have all their troops completely wiped out, resulting in huge casualties for the British, and just kind of strange as well, how they launched all these little tiny invasions that never succeeded. Now the AI is programmed to launch like big invasions, so try and actually launch something that would be successful. And so that's probably why we haven't seen the invasions. The AI might also be programmed here, like with the British or the Americans or whatever, to not do one until a certain date. That's a possibility too, or a certain thing happens in the game. I don't really know how the programming works exactly, but yeah, you have noticed, a lot of people have noticed that there has not been the naval invasions that there typically are when it comes to the Allies, and that is why they have changed their logic for how they do invasions, when they do invasions, how large those invasions are, and so you're seeing those changes now. But yeah, there's no snow in most of these areas. I saw snow in this one area, and then I said, oh, there's snow all along here, but it's only that one province. So what we could do, because the rails both connect through here, rather than taking that one province and still having rails here, you just take that one with a supply hub, and that'll cause some issues. They have to go all the way through here, through Nuremberg now. So yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Let's go and attack here. Multiple divisions, and I guess we don't have as many Red Army divisions over here as I thought. So yeah, we'll just attack right there for now. Yeah, push the front forward in areas where there's no snow. I don't see any reason not to. I'd love to push forward here as well, so like really weak areas we'll attack. Just throw like everything we got into them. And maybe over here as well. Let's see how we want to do this. Attacking up along this line would be the best way, since that's where the rail is, and it'll lead you to straight on to Budapest. So let's go ahead and attack there. I don't know if we need to send any of these guys in there. Maybe. We'll pull one back. Have them come over to this attack here. Yeah, it looks pretty solid. We'll see if we can win there. We're fighting more divisions there, so it's a little bit tougher of a fight. But I don't want to put those defensive ones into it if we can avoid it. We do have an air doctrine to get, so let's go ahead and do that. And we're going to continue down here to get the strategic bombing. And then the next, and probably the last one, because yeah, we're not going to do that one, would be the interception detection. You know what, we're probably not going to get that one either. I think we're done with air doctrines, guys. So from here on out, the air experience will be used to create variants. Let me see if I can win there. We can't, damn, because I want to cut them off here. Let's go and push forward there and here. As far as this attack here, because we're attacking into Sweden in the winter, so obviously not the most efficient way of doing this. And you know what, let's go and attack these guys now. Have him go this way. But yeah, as far as what we're doing here, I think we're just going to create like a defensive line up here. I'm not really interested in taking all this territory back in the winter time of all time. And these divisions, the Red Army divisions that are doing the attacking, they're supposed to be down here. That's where I want them. So we're just going to get to maybe this point here, and then we'll pull all of our armies back, and we'll have those defensive armies to help Sweden out. But for the most part, we're not going to do a whole lot here. All right, so getting that tank division there wiped out, fantastic. And just pushing forward here. Let's go and grab that province. Try and get these guys cut off if we can. If we attack here, we could. And then that way, all these divisions here will be cut off, and we can get them destroyed. And push forward here as well. And I suppose we can go and start wiping out these divisions now. And start pushing them back. Alright, so yeah, this is a little pocket here with about 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 divisions here. And now the Mongolians want to send us the divisions back. You know what? I don't want your divisions, Mongolia. We used them. They were garbage. I suppose we could put them on a defensive situation, but you know what? Divisions is not really our problem at this point. Let's go and push forward here because this is worth... Oh, it's only worth 1 victory point, but we'll go and attack there. We just need to take the victory points for the Bulgarians to get them knocked out. I'm just trying to avoid mountain attacks, but there's not a lot of ways to do that. Because it's all mountainous here, isn't it? Let's attack here then, into the hills. And that's not even a success. All these fights here are going to be difficult. Just because of the terrain. We push forward here, excellent. Let's go and continue pushing forward then. Let's grab that airbase, that'll help us out in the skies. Push forward there, and then let's see how we want to do this. I want to continue moving up along the rails here. I was going to attack right there for the airbase, but you know what, let's attack here first, since I think we're going to need all of our divisions to get it done. So just keep on pushing into Hungarian territory, and then also pushing the front forward here, where possible. We will go and attack here, because this would actually keep the front the same size now. Attack those 2 divisions, and let's go and push forward here. So they're actually doing some of their own offensives here in the winter. It would figure that they sat there passively not doing anything, and then the snow comes to the ground. And attack penalties hit, and now, now they want to do attacks. We must have just seized something from somebody, one of the states, because we got 5 factories here. Unless we finished building all. Well, we did finish building some. We actually do need to get something going here. Let's see how our radar coverage is. Yeah, we could definitely use with some increased radar coverage. Let's go and build there. Down here is fine though. Yeah, that's looking pretty solid. So yeah, we'll build the radar there, and probably just more military factories. That's what I find us needing. Though there was an area where we need an airbase down here. The air bases are really far away, but I guess we're about to seize one, so I suppose that won't be an issue any longer. So yeah, we'll just build military factories, and just looking for the 80% locations. Just build a few in these. Anywhere that has like nice 80% bonus there. All right, excellent. Let's go ahead and have this guy support here. And go ahead and get across. I mean, do we want to get across the river there? I prefer to go up this way. I suppose it doesn't really matter, but these guys are really weak, so might as well. Because, yeah, it looks like we should be able to get across there quickly. Alright, so now we need the air base here, while also needing to get across the river. So let's go ahead and spread out the attack a little bit. And then also not cover as much here. Alright, so across the river there already, excellent. Let's go ahead and start just knocking out these territories here. Actually, let's have one guy go over here. Alright, and we'll have this guy grab this province now. So that'll be another airbase grabbed, meaning that we might be able to seize control here of the skies once we get these air bases. They'll be fighting from much further location. Yeah, just really focusing on pushing forward here. Got more military factories as well. Did I not assign those? No. I went and built some more, but then I didn't actually assign these. So I'm going to take a look and see. I looked at it a little while. Support equipment still short. Infantry equipment still going down. Artillery short. Yeah, we're definitely needing to pump into the same things we've been pumping into, as well as the planes. Always need more planes. You know, I feel like the infantry equipment is actually good. It's just efficiency. That's the issue. So we won't put any more into the infantry equipment, but we will be putting more into fighters. And that'll require some more resources to be traded for. Alright, well, let's just go and trade with the Americans. Why not? And we need more rubber as well. Alright, excellent. Let's see how we're doing up in Sweden. I haven't looked at this in a little while. Can these guys go? They cannot because of all the water here. Got it. This is open, so let's go and go here now. Let's send everybody in there because I think that guy might get there before us. Looking for areas to finish this. Let's go and attack there, here, and here. Oh, actually, you know what? We need somebody to go wipe out that division, don't we? Let's go and push forward here as well. And we'll go and attack over that way. Alright, so just trying to get us up to this defensive front here. And we'll go ahead and support this attack. Help them out, get it done a little bit quicker. Yeah, I just need to wipe all these guys out now. Alright, so that's been done. And then we'll create like a separate front here, is what I'm thinking. Because I don't know that we have... Yeah, because you can't have this... Oh, actually you can. Okay, I wasn't sure if that would let me stretch it out because of the water. Alright, so yeah, they can just cover this here. And that's 11 divisions total. Probably not enough to cover the whole thing, but that's not really what the goal is here, guys. I think we're just going to finish this up. Taking these couple of provinces here. Maybe even go there if we can get there before this guy. 1 day in 3 hours. We get there 1 day in 6 hours. We are having some supply problems here. We'll try going over to here 1 day in 8 hours. Guess we'll do that. Let's go and stop this here. So just need to finish this up. And this one. So that should be done here soon. Let's go and have them attack across here. Over here, we can continue cutting troops off, maybe? Because it looks like we could easily cut that guy off. You'd have to take all this, though, wouldn't you? Alright, so yeah, it wouldn't be as easy as I had said. Maybe we attack here with some defensive divisions. In here. Cut those guys off. And then I was thinking of doing, because you could attack that guy easily. And then here. Alright, so that looks pretty good. Not getting as many rail bonuses as I like, so let's go and move this guy over some. Looks like we do need to start moving more rail guns up north here. So this guy needs to be here for this offensive when we launch it, so he'll have to be here, unfortunately. And we could move this unit up as far as we can, because we're still flipping the rails over. Budapest is within reach, so let's go after it. As well as just continue to advance the frontier to try and close this up here on the mountains, which I was going to completely go around it. You know what, guys? Let's go ahead and start this. Again, I know this is into some snowy terrain here, but there's not a lot of divisions to really stop us there. So why not make it happen? This is snowy, deep snow. Yeah, okay. What is Avoid doing? The attack there. Though that would close all these guys off. You could do the attack here and you have more divisions to do that attack. So yeah, we'll attack right there instead. And we got these air bases. Excellent. Alright, so we're going to want to move our planes now. Because again, they were kind of far away. They didn't have as good of coverage as they could have. Let's just move, you know, we'll move like 2 of these guys into this one here. Alright, so that'll give us control of that region here. I have some planes here, but really not much. These are just those old fighters. We did push forward here in both of the areas where we attacked. And yeah, again, at this point, it's really just about taking enough territory to force their capitulation, which we'll call mayhem. It'll cause mayhem back here, and all these troops will be cut off, because yeah, all that stuff would flip over to our control. So I'm trying to just get it where they'll capitulate, just give up. Don't need to cover this. And probably don't need to cover all this with the Blue Army either. Let's get more troops coming down this way. Alright, excellent. So we have a lot of fronts that we're currently controlling, so things are going a little bit slower here. We're missing some opportunities and stuff, but that's okay. Continue that attack there. Winning over here, excellent. And winning all up along here too to get these little pockets created here. How are we doing up here? Did we finish it? Looks like we are done. Alright, fantastic. So let's go ahead and take the divisions here and get them going back to the important front. We've helped Sweden gain some of their territory back, and that's what's important. Now we might go ahead and cut off some troops here if I can. I think troops that are currently in the area, but yeah, for the most part we're just going to get rid of all these here. Now this guy go... Okay, he can't go across. I don't think there's any way to go there. And I think that's probably good to go. I could try and attack here, but I don't think we'd win. Nah, so he can just leave. Yeah, we'll just have him leave. So we'll see what happens here. The idea is that he'll be moved, and then we'll be able to just destroy him. Like that. He should be moved by then. Yeah. And so he'll be stuck here, and then we can just wipe him out before that red division leaves. Alright, so we've got a group of, or excuse me, one division cut off. It's not really a group, is it? Just one division cut off. So we'll get him destroyed. Shouldn't take very long. However, we are not winning here. To cut those 3 divisions off, and it looks like some of them are attempting to leave. We can't have that. Alright, so he's going to attack there. This guy can actually win here just because he doesn't have much organization, but neither does his opponent. Not going to attack across the river there just yet. We need to clean all this up here, guys. That's what we're working on now. We're just cleaning this all up. So I'm going to support this, try and get the win. We have to finish defending there, but I'm going to do the attack anyway. We do have Budapest. They have not capitulated yet. So I'm going to do this attack to help out with that defense there. Yeah, they haven't capitulated just yet. Support with a bunch of troops here. And yeah, none of that is flipped over to us just yet. See how things are going down here. Alright, so we have advanced the front even further. So just going after victory points again to try and force this capitulation here. And we'll have this guy support there. Alright, excellent. Alright, so should be able to get all these guys cut off here, again, in the mountains, these snowy mountains here. Let's see where those rails go into this area. Alright, so they actually have a supply hub here, and then they have the one here. And then they have that airbase there. So again, you're going to want to come up along this way to avoid the mountains. Try and attack on this flat ground. So let's see how we want to do that. They actually have fortifications here as well. Level 7 fort. Good God. It's a good thing I didn't attack there, huh? Alright, so let's go and go into this area. And we'll pull back Blue Army here. So just overwhelming force. Kind of obviously get penalties from the snow, but I think it's fine in this instance. We do have the ability to get another land doctrine. It's been a while since we've been able to get one, so let's go and get the mass motorization, increasing organization for all infantry. That'll be pretty helpful to have. Also, more military factories. We need to just assign, since we're going to continue taking territory here, need to just get this assigned in advance here. Let's go up to 5 times there. Just looking for other shortages. Artillery, we know we're kind of run low on that. All the tank stuff is doing pretty decent outside, I think, of the light tanks. I think that's the only one we're short on, just barely. Yeah, we're doing all right with the tanks now. And yeah, I feel like 15 factories is plenty enough. They lost that efficiency when I made that mistake, and so that's probably the reason why they're having issues. And then yeah, just keep on pumping factories into fighters because yeah, we just can't seem to get enough. We also don't need that aluminum no more. We just took some states that have aluminum. It's now doing pretty good in that regard. We did lose here. No, we took this one. Oh, okay, we have to win in one of these two. So we got deep snow there and deep snow there. Alright, if we attack here, the railgun gets stuck. Let's see if we can't make that happen then. Maybe. That's a possibility. Let's see. This guy's advancing that way. Let's have him come over here and support that attack then. Help us out. Can't get across the river just yet there. So we'll support this attack here instead. I didn't expect to win there, but we are winning, so why not keep it going? Let's go and attack over here. Get up to the river at least. And the Bulgarians are still in it. They have not given up yet. I really thought they would have, given the numbers that they had on the capitulation. Not that they would have capitulated by this point. Let's go and pull the Blue Army back. Have a focus on the offensive against the Bulgarians. The goal here now will be to get to this port as quickly as possible in order to alright, so he's already gone that way. We'll have this guy come over here in order to cut off all these troops here. They won't have any port. But yeah, you take that port, you cut off all the divisions here. Most of these are Bulgarian, so once Bulgaria capitulates, they'll surrender anyway. We're only at 96%. Wow, okay, whatever. I really thought they would be done for by now, but that has not been the case. But we're almost there now, so let's go and grab that. And then we'll have these guys just push forward. Actually, you know what? I almost want to go this way. Kind of complete this objective we've had for ourselves to try and get all the troops here cut off. So yeah, this is going pretty well here. Much better than expected. I guess we can advance there with the defensive army just because there's nobody there to stop us. So we're going to want to go all the way over to this port here. It's going to create some initial issues with the fronts that we'll have to get fixed. Let's go ahead and plan for that now since we know it's going to happen. In fact, all these fronts are messed up anyways. Yeah, this is all kind of messed up as it is. So let's have the Red Army cover this now. And then we're going to take one of these divisions here and assign him over to this Yellow Army since they're the only defensive army that's not fully staffed here. And you know what? I think we're just going to take all the rest of these guys. Have them go out to Sweden now. Take some time to get over there. And yeah, just get rid of this front here. And have the Red Army come down while the Yellow Army is going to come help us cover some of this. I guess this is fine as it is. I mean, the Red Army front's pretty wide, but they are getting assistance from them. And the key here will be trying to get this wrapped up now. So I think we'll leave that as is. I suppose we could move the Yellow Army down a bit. Yeah, because they don't really have as much of a front now. So what we're going to want to do is move this here. This will help avoid some of this confusion that would be created too with the two yellow colors here. Have them cover that. And then we'll pull the Red Army back here. And then have them cover a little bit more over here as the Purple Army gets pulled back to go further up north. We did get some troops cut off here, so let's going to get them actually wiped out. See if there's any other areas we want to push forward in. Push forward there. Alright, excellent. So looking pretty good here. These guys can go ahead and push forward into this location. Let's have them all go into that same province there. So very close to getting this done here. We're going to go and try and grab that province if we can, so that means we're going to want to walk those guys down there. Alright, so this is looking pretty good. We'll take that, cut these guys off here. Waiting for all these divisions to get over to that location, which they're already there. Excellent. Let's go ahead and go here while nobody's there. Grab both of these locations, air base, the railroads, all that kind of good stuff. And the infantry are a little bit slower here. Alright, that'll force their capitulation as well, though I don't expect that they have very many divisions, if any. So what we want here is to grab the rail network. And we're moving towards Vienna. Alright, so let's go and pull these guys back again, just working on the Hungarians for right now. Just trying to get them to capitulate here. We'll send both of them forward and then support with this guy. Not going to be able to get across that river just yet. Did we win here? Not yet. Let's support. Alright, so these guys are all cut off, so now the front's all messed up. It's really messed up now. So we need to get this fixed. So let's go ahead and figure out how we want to go about doing that. Let's go and attack here. We need to assist them. What we're going to want to do is probably assign some troops down here. Got 10 over this way. We need some on this side as well, though. Let's have all these guys come over here. Give them a planning bonus. So that's 3 divisions. That's all we have there. Alright, so we're going to need more. Alright, so that gives them up to 5. 7 over here and 2 over here. Alright, so just we don't have as many divisions as I thought we had over here. So that's what the problem is. So we're sitting at 12 there. And well, we got a 6 here. Yeah, that's clearly not going to be enough. So it looks like all of these guys are currently assigned there, but some of the other ones are being pulled off. Let's make sure that that doesn't happen too much, because we got to get this wiped out. So now it's saying we have 24 assigned there. I'm not entirely sure how that could be. Maybe it's just the offensive. Okay, it's just the offensive line says 24. Alright, so we're going to do that. Alright, so that looks pretty good. We just need a few of the Green Army divisions to come down to this area to help us out defensively. This guy will also go there, but we'll let him finish moving first. And I think that's pretty solid for now. Obviously, this is a problematic front period. But... Alright, so now these guys got to get over to here because I pulled all that army back. So we need to hurry up and get them up along here. I knew that would be an issue, but we did it anyways. Because that's how much respect I have for them. Alright, so they're having some success on their own attacks down there. Let's go ahead and have this guy attack over here, and he's going to go start moving towards Vienna. And what's going on here? Is their front messed up? I'm not entirely sure what's going on with the blue front. It might just be kind of messed up. I'm not entirely sure what's going on with the blue front, unfortunately. Because, yeah, this is all the purple front. Let's go and attack over here. And come on down this way. So getting it done. About to get them cut off there. Still working on this here. This is taking longer than I expected. And the Bulgarians still have not capitulated yet. Very surprised with that. I really thought they would have by now. Go ahead and stay here, buddy. Alright, so let's let that guy continue advancing there. So just need to start cleaning all these pockets up that we've created, which we've created a lot of them. A lot of pockets now. We'll go over here, I suppose. So yeah, I just need to clean them up a bit. And that's not going to be successful, so we'll pull that back. I need to take this over before the Italians pump too many divisions into the region. Now, I am concerned about taking this here. Yeah, they got a lot of troops over here, guys. A lot of troops. I'm concerned that they will try and grab this port back, so let's go and go right back to it now. Let's take a look, see what's all going on up at the top. We've gotten convoy sunk. We got some decisions available. Yeah, we just finished up another one of those propaganda missions, so let's go and do the next one. I guess we'll just do this one. It helps with the supply consumption, and then if I do build any more civilian factories, or excuse me, build any more railways, then that would help us do it faster. Over here, we sunk more Italian convoys. They're not launching invasions or anything, are they? I'm not entirely sure why they have so many troops in the seas. That's been confusing me for this entire campaign, honestly. Alright, so we can go ahead and start pushing forward on this side now, since they've pulled all their divisions back. And we can also advance over here, it looks like. Alright, so let's go and work on trying to get this guy here cut off. Make sure he doesn't leave. And so we're going to let that guy go there. And then just cut him off. By attacking into this location here, although that's in the mountains. Probably not the best way to do it, honestly. Let's attack into this province instead. I think that's the better way to do it. Alright, excellent. We have finally cut off these divisions here, so let's go ahead and start getting them wiped out now. I have to finish up some of these defenses, of course. Alright, so now we'll push forward anywhere where we can. And trying to close this up here. Now we're going to go over here. But yeah, we need to close it up by taking these locations. Frankly, we just need more divisions down here, I think. One problem, though, is I can't really adjust the front here because it's hard to, like, see it. Yeah, like we did that there. I don't really know. I can't see the front at all. So you can't really make adjustments. It's just broken. You just can't see it. Let's go into this province here. I don't know if we'll be able to win there. We might just send another tank to get it done. Even then, we might not be able to do it. Let's send another unit in there, see if that will help. And let's see if these troops have moved enough where we can make some adjustments here. That's the other thing, is that we're currently making a lot of adjustments as well. So like this Red Army here is, well, you know, might as well just finish that up, I suppose. Yeah, they could have took advantage of this and attacked here and got some wins, but they didn't. Just silly on their part. But yeah, they really should have done that. Let's go and bring the rails. Can they even get in here? No, we haven't controlled any of that, so never mind. We'll just keep them here then. Yeah, we'll just keep them right there for now. Alright, let's go and bring these guys up to the front now, since these are now under our control. And I don't think we actually control any rails up along here, so yeah, I can't really do that. Supply is going to become an issue here again, as it has many times before, if we don't hurry up and get this area taken. So we got to do it before we get like completely exhausted. Let's go ahead and take troops to send down this way. Try and get those guys wiped out. Looks like we're attacking into every province but that one. They actually won here. Yeah, look at that. They actually were successful. Let's just attack across the river to stop them then. I think we just didn't reinforce quick enough. I believe that's what happened there. Yeah, just try and get those pockets wrapped up. And again, trying to cut off some troops here. Alright, so the reason why I attacked across this way is so we can go across the river with 2 divisions. Or from 2 different provinces, I mean. And we're going to send a defensive division into this way. Just trying to close this up here. Looking for an area where we can do that. I think we have to finish this pocket up before we'll be able to do it, honestly. Yeah, I think we will. Alright, so we'll finish that up. We should take a look at the situation here, because we haven't looked at it for a while, and you can see we're having some difficulties here. We're actually winning there, but that's a silly way to do it, so let's let them go there. And they end up staying here. Okay, we should probably pull this guy back if we're not going to be able to get anybody cut off anywhere. I think we tried here, but we might have, actually, you know, we might have been successful. We took this province instead. But yeah, this division could easily be cut off here, so that's a problem. And I guess we can just go this way. So an attack over here and take that location as well. And just go and push forward. I think these guys got pushed back. Yeah, because they were advancing. And apparently they had a division there that stopped us from moving. But yeah, if they take this river here, then that's, or excuse me, this port here, then that would be disastrous. So definitely don't want that to happen. And let's see how we want to do this. So we'll just push forward here. Just trying to advance the front some. And then have this tank go around the back here to connect with them. They could easily cut us off, so hopefully that doesn't happen. They are saying we have, yeah, still have that tactical bomber. Okay, that's not a problem. I haven't been up here in the north for a while, so I don't know what's going on. I've been paying attention to the southern front, as I think we should be. I think that's the area that's a little bit more important right now, just to get it wrapped up. We can go and advance here, though. Just take a few locations. Again, I'm not really so much focused on cutting divisions off there, since that requires you to kind of pay attention to it. And we have enough little pockets that we're trying to work on right now. So we actually did lose here. Alright, well that's unfortunate. Let's go and try it again, with this time sending more divisions. And maybe that will help us out here. And now we need an area where we can close in here, which I think that this is the location, because the river will stop there. Which again, I said before, I don't know if we'll be able to do it. We'll try with the 2 divisions that we have, and we can support with these defensive ones as well. Yeah, but I said we'd need to finish this up first, because there are 10 divisions here that need to be wiped out. Could get another little pocket of troops cut off, like here, maybe. Yeah, maybe we'll try that. But let's finish this up first, so the divisions can go to the front line. Just barely holding out here. So this is a bit of an issue. And we are fighting into like forts and stuff too. I mean, it looks like it's only a level 1 fort. But yeah, there have been forts that were built here. Alright, so we're going to go and attack over into this province. And again, these are all mountains, but they're cut off, so not too worried about it. We were able to successfully cut these guys off. That's ridiculous. That shouldn't have happened. One tank division here. Let's just keep on grabbing territory because these tanks are so fast. They're so quick. Alright, so the Red Army is just so completely, yeah, they're just, their front is just so wide. Too wide, frankly. The Yellow Army front can be increased here, so let's go ahead and do that. So we can pull the Red Army back some. And I'm going to go ahead and get them pulled back now because this is an issue. It's just too wide of a front, frankly. And in fact, let's even go further here. And we're going to have to change this color up. I can't even see the difference between them when they're on the map. So we're going to have to change them up to something that's not a color that's around here. So let's go with, we don't have any, well, we have that green. What if we did like a really light green? Would we be able to tell the difference on the map? Maybe. Maybe not if they're right up next to each other, but I think this is fine. We just have to do something here because I can't tell the difference between the yellow and the green. So, not able to get across the river there to take Vienna. So let's stop this. Stop the madness. No reason to keep it going if we can't make it work. And we need to take that one still, which we've had no success in doing. So maybe we'll end up connecting here first. Yeah, we'll have to see. But yeah, the fronts are just madness, guys. They are absolutely crazy. So these guys are trying to break out. We need to stop that. And frankly, this is going to be a problem here. I don't know if they'll reconnect this. They could very well reconnect it. That's why I was trying to thicken it up a little bit, maybe cut those guys off as well. We'll see if that tank doesn't get himself cut off. That's a real possibility. Let's go and attack over here. And really just attack everywhere now, just to get this done. A lot of these guys are kind of exhausted, though. Alright, so let's go cut this guy off here. Push forward here as well. And we're gonna have this guy come over here and grab that port. Well, he's gonna be attacking into that location to grab that port. So yeah, just a lot of stuff going on at the moment. A lot of areas where we're working here. Let's take a look at Sweden real quick, see what's going on up here. Alright, so we're just on the defense now. Okay. We sent more troops over there as well, like four more divisions, I think. Kind of help them out, make sure the Germans aren't able to push forward again. So yeah, we are losing on many of these attacks here, and Bulgaria finally capitulated. Good God, that took forever. That took way longer than I expected. They really stuck in that fight for a long time. Alright, so now we need to get these guys here wiped out. That's still considered their capital as well, so they're going to try and get over there to get that reconnected. And I guess we can go and just send these guys in here. Yeah, we finally forced one of the Axis states to capitulate, the Bulgarians, which was the one we were trying to get to capitulate the entire time. Like, that was always the one that was supposed to be first. It just took way longer than anticipated. A lot longer. So we have one here. Once we win here, then it's just one province here that's separating this huge, massive pocket. So yeah, that'll be big for us. Should have Red Army divisions moving down south now as well. And we're going to want to focus this Green Army on that attack up here and really on trying to get this pocket destroyed once we've made it into a pocket. Good places to cut off here. Again, it's all the snows making everything go a little bit slower than they would be. We got those heavy tanks. Where we're at in the campaign right now, I don't know if there's any point in trying to build the heavy tanks. Probably not. Probably shouldn't have researched them. I don't even think there might not be any point in getting tanks anymore at all. Just keep building the ones that we have. Maybe we get stymied in Germany, but I don't think that's going to happen, guys. So we'll just get this nice passive bonus for our artillery here. You get that in 48 days. So we can get that fairly quickly. So let's see if we can't get down here before this guy does. He gets there in 6 hours. I think it'll take a little bit longer, but he would be really easy to defeat because he's got no organization. Just barely holding that division back. Yeah, this is a problematic situation here. Not sure what's going on here. Some of this is messed up from the Bulgarian capitulation, clearly. Let's just take... I don't need both of those, or all those divisions going over there. We'll have them come over here now. And just trying to clean this up now. Alright, so he's coming over this way. They're trying to reconnect that, so we're going to have to attack them before they do. And, yeah, that tank does look like he'll win there, which will cut those two divisions off. And so then we'll try and get them destroyed. Unfortunately, it looks like these two guys are going to take these provinces here, which would reconnect this in 16 hours. We'll get there when we get to this province here in 23 hours. So you might just have to do another attack there to stop this. Yeah, I think we're going to have to do another attack here. Have him come over that way. So just having a bit of trouble trying to finish this area off. Let's just keep on thickening these fronts up here. And it just shows you what one light tank can do when it gets behind enemy lines like that. It's just devastating. Alright, so let's go after that province because they're coming up this way for some reason. And we'll go ahead and start pushing forward into Greece now. Which, remember, we're getting control of all this because we're communists, so we take, you know, any countries that are not in our faction, we occupy their territory. And I think only the, I believe only the communists and fascists do that. I could be wrong, though. Let's send these guys over here, just try and get this done. Because that's a lot of divisions that we cut off there. 19 total divisions that we're going to have to get wiped out. So that's going to take time. So this guy's going to come over here in a matter of hours and go and attack them now. Excellent. Exactly what we need to have happen there. These guys are trying to leave the port, so let's go and attack them. You know what? That's clearly not going to work. Alright, so we'll just do what I was doing then. Let's go and throw this guy over here, and then we'll have these guys grab that. And we did get our national focus, our inadaptable army here, which is going to give us those attrition bonuses, acclimate to the weather quicker, and the terrain penalty reduction plus 5%. That one's big. I know it's only plus 5%, but it's helpful because it's going to affect most battles. Most battles have terrain penalties unless they're in the plains. So yeah, should be helpful to have. I think we might go for the Air Force bonuses next because we are still doing horribly in the skies. I mean, much better than we were, but it's still pretty bad, honestly. Nice 3% bonuses there to be gotten. That's 70 days, though. Yeah, I think we're going to do another air bonus, guys, the women in aviation. Because we're still having issues in the skies. We do have military factories. I guess we'll take a look, see how the equipment situation is looking. It's been a couple weeks or whatever since we looked at it, I suppose. We got all the equipment from the Bulgarians. So that's the only reason why we have so much now. The light tank situation's getting better. Yeah, that's not too bad. We could probably pull from anti-tanks. We have a lot of those in the stockpile. And the fighter situation, look at that. We did it, guys. We did it. We pumped a ton of factories into this. 35 factories total. And we're going to put some more into close air support. But let me just figure out how many we're going to have available, because we're going to pull back on these a bit. Alright, so yeah, let's go ahead and put into close air support. Get a few more factories going into that. And I'm almost considering putting more into infantry equipment just because of the amount that we're losing every month is pretty high. Also artillery. Yeah, I think we will go ahead and go into them. Oh, it's the efficiency, that's right. Okay, I knew that. Yeah, that was the efficiency issue. Alright, so that's pretty good. Let's go ahead and put into the strategic bombers. And also we're going to need more rubber. Alright, excellent. Maybe take a look at the situation in the sky, see if we need to move planes anywhere. Yeah, we actually do. The reason why these guys aren't building their numbers up here is because this is that old. So we're just going to bring it down to 50. And then have them come into Greece. Alright, so that looks good. And we're almost out of this region here. So might want to move some planes over to there because we do have a lot of fighters over here. So let's move some fighters into this region. And then maybe even bring these strategic bombers up closer and have them start to to bomb over here. Yeah, looks good. Starting to get those numbers up. They were at like 70 something. So we're replacing some of those losses. So that's great. And I think that's good. Again, we're just short on planes, frankly. Don't have a lot of them. But overall, doing much better than we were. We want to get Zhukov's army set up for his offensive, which will be, again, to, I guess, just push forward. Yeah, we'll probably just start pushing forward across the entire front. It would probably be helpful, though, to get them concentrating on an area. Could push this way towards Munich. That could force a capitulation. Also, it looks like we have a Swedish invasion here. So Sweden has invaded into the Netherlands and is taking territory back there. Alright, well, good job, Sweden. Maybe you should focus on getting your homeland back, but sure. I suppose that works. They went on the offensive. I can respect that. Let's go move these guys down here now. But yeah, we'll get the Red Army set up. We really need to clean this up here, though. Yeah, this has been a problematic territory. Is it a lot of forts? It's a level 7 fort. That's what the problem is. Okay, I didn't realize that. So that's why it's been so difficult. Also, we need to take that province there. Yeah, but we just need to finish this up so I can cut these guys off and destroy them. Because otherwise I don't really want to attack into the mountains there. And, you know, we might as well stay here since they're keen on taking that location. He'll grab that for us. And let's see how things are going here. Alright, so this guy needs to attack. Let's make sure he stays on this front. Go and attack there. And let's go and attack right there as well. And just move towards Athens, I suppose. Alright, so these guys here need to finish this up as quickly as we can. So let's get all these guys here going there, and then they'll come over to, maybe one over to here. And then one onto this front. And yeah, still haven't finished this up here either. Having difficulty with it. But we did stop them from reconnecting it, so that's good. I was a little bit worried that they would reconnect this here. Looks like that won't happen. Alright, fantastic. We did have another convoy battle here. Sunk some convoys. Looks like we're engaging freight convoys mostly throughout here. Alright, excellent. So I think that is unfortunately going to have to be the end of the episode. So let's go and take a look at the casualties. So we're at 1.25 million. I think we were at 1.21 or something like that last episode. So overall, not a ton of casualties considering the fact that the Germans now have almost 8 million casualties. We did 6.9 million of that. They are currently 57% towards capitulation. The Hungarians are 97% towards capitulation. So they should capitulate soon. 11 million casualties total from their side, while the Comintern has taken 1.66 million. The Allies have taken 2 million casualties. Just crazy to see the Comintern having the least amount of casualties of all the factions. That's interesting. Not something you typically see. And we took a lot of casualties as well. We took a good number of casualties in this campaign. I'm gonna go and attack here, guys, because that looks like that should be a win. I guess we'll let it play out real quick. There we go. So yeah, just need to cut off all the troops here, and then continue pushing forward here. A lot of room to cut off troops here. I mean, the fronts are really bad for them right now. We're pushing into Greece. And yeah, we could have been taking territory all up along here to force the Germans to capitulate. I mean, because there's not even any snow in most of these areas. You got some mud, that affects you. You got snow there. Yeah, there is some snow up along here. But for the most part, there's no reason why we couldn't have advanced, especially to meet up with this Swedish front now. And so maybe we will start kind of advancing more up on the front, because they know we're not advancing. They don't have very many divisions there to stop us. Instead, they're pumping divisions down here in the south. But overall, they're really weak. And it's not much longer, guys, until we completely defeat them. Maybe if we really start pushing next episode, we might be able to finish it up then. If not then it'll definitely be the episode after that. I guess it depends a little bit on how much the Italians put up a fight as well, since then we'll have to go into Italy after we finish Germany up here. So yeah, we'll finish Germany, then go into Italy, and then after that, I guess it's just Japan getting involved in that conflict, if it's still going, which it does look like it will be. Now, America has taken Iwo Jima. So So they do have a location to invade from if they so desired. So maybe they will. The Japanese still have control of some of their islands that they took out here. Yeah, we'll just have to see what happens over there to see if Japan's still in the war when we finish this up. So there's going to be at least one more episode, guys, to get the Axis defeated. Maybe 2 more. Yeah, I think 2 more might be a little bit more realistic with the pace that we've been going, because I'm controlling so many different fronts here at the same time, and really focusing on cutting divisions off and destroying them. That takes time and a lot of micromanagement. But yeah, should be just a few more videos, guys, and then we'll get to do the peace treaty with the Axis. Because remember, we don't have to defeat Japan to do the peace treaty because they're not in the same faction. So yeah, we just have to defeat the Germans and Italians, and then we'll have that peace treaty. So that'll likely take a while. So yeah, I think my guess of 5 more videos was probably correct. I said a couple videos ago, this would be 2 here, and so that'd be 3 more. So yeah, I think at least 3 more, maybe 4 more though. Yeah, I might have been off by 1, but yeah, 3 to 4 more videos, guys. And we should have the campaign wrapped up. So hope you guys did enjoy today's episode. If you did, make sure you leave a like on it, subscribe to our channel, hit that notification bell, and leave a comment. Do hope to see you on the next one. And thanks for watching.